has just begun. The choices he has made, his bed is already laid, 'cause he's a dead man walking.
Welcome to Aliens Session 2. You most likely weren't able to make Session 1. We had numerous troubles with our uploading. So hopefully we'll try to get that on YouTube as soon as possible. If just because you haven't seen it on YouTube, right? Because it hasn't posted on YouTube, correct?
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, first episode of Aliens is already up.
And it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Notice. If you weren't with us, then could you all quickly introduce yourselves and your character? And since we went over our buddies and our rivals, let's go over our buddies and our rivals for this session. So, Cody. Uh-oh.
Oh, thank God. I thought the problem was me again.
We lost him to the void. All right. How about I'll go ahead and go first
we'll
then.
With you, Griffin.
All right. So I'm Griffin. Hey, everybody. I run other games here too. I'm playing Jimmy Raygun, the ship pilot, and probably pilot of most of the colony right now. He's a cool dude, ex-USMC, and he hasn't gotten into trouble yet. My buddy Xander, my personal guitarist / drinking buddy, and my rival is going to be Conrad, the no good adult who pushed my son to crime.
All right. Speaking of someone pushing someone else to crime, Max Raygun.
Hey, yeah, I am Max Raygun. That guy was just talking is my dad. Who's also my rival. My buddy is my partner in crime, Conrad, the corporate agent, because we're not going back to jail. Well, they're not. I've never been to jail. Juvie would be my first place to go. Oh yeah, I'm a kid. I'm 11 years old.
That's good to know. Conrad.
All right, I'm playing Conrad Smith. He's a secret, well, not really secret. He's very much a out there agent. He's very impulsive, and right now he's in a good bit of trouble. And his buddy is his adoptive son, Max, and his enemy is Xander.
Yes, Cody's online now.
All right, describe us your character. Describe your character. It's okay.
Sure. My name is Xander. I am a rubberneck or roughneck. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
A rubberneck.
Rubberneck. Yeah, there you go. And I'm just here to help get this ship to work in order. My buddy is my good friend Griff, and my enemy is the kid.
All right. There were some questions. Does Xander have a last name? My opinion was that it was just Xander. The name's so nice, you got to say it twice.
Yep, no last name.
Okay. The trouble that they're talking about is last session, the party was tasked to go pick up a repossessed ship that the colony was buying at auction. They got there and discovered that the ship had some technical problems. There was a reactor leak, and several of the machines were malfunctioning and giving misreadings. The crew was sent with some electronic supplies, so they were able to fix their malfunctioning instruments. However, they did not have enough money for the machine parts. So Conrad and Max approached a possessor, or a salvage man, and discovered that the prices of ship parts are pretty exorbitant, somewhere in the range of $100,000. Not having that amount of money, they decided to do the next thing, which was rob the cargo holds of the space station, of course. So there was a crazy sequence involving being in a corner and holding men at gunpoint. And they managed to get out of the cargo bay level and to try to make a break for the airlock. On the way, they passed by the spaceport lobby, and unfortunately, the marshals were able to call up fast enough that they were able to at least try to stop Conrad and Max from making their way out to the airlock. Out, throwing themselves at security guards, trying to use his 11-year-old weight to his advantage, while Conrad was just blasting away. Unfortunately, it didn't end up incredibly well. Xander got shot and broken is the term, so we got taken 0 hit points. You didn't take any. What was your critical injury? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Critical injury? No, I don't.
I think you took like a leg injury.
Yeah, I think his
Oh,
toe
yeah,
got shot. Yeah, his toe got shot.
Oh yeah, my toe.
Not enough to be fatal, but enough to basically take him out of action. Max tried to save him. He picked up the gun, tried to get an old standoff with all the security guards who didn't want to shoot an 11-year-old. Fortunately, his luck ran out at the outside of the airlock. He couldn't get through the door, so he tried to shoot it, and the gun ran out of ammo. So he just ended up trying to hack into it, and at which point the security guards managed to take them both into custody. At the moment, both Max and Conrad are sitting in the cells at the marshal's office. Back at the ship, but we have Xander and Jimmy, who are both working to repair the Comtech, the damaged instruments. So I assume you're probably jamming along if you're listening to your own music.
Yeah. I think just before we ended last time, we actually got the call and a little bit of heavy sighs of just at the whole occurrence. So I think Jimmy is actually probably heading out. Yeah.
Let's just take it back a step. So you guys are listening to your music. I mean, maybe it's something that you guys had. Maybe you had him spin up the mixtape that the old crew used to have. Maybe it's
Step. That's my favorite genre.
Space step, yeah. But all of a sudden, your music is interrupted by the sound of Mother. You inputted your names yet? Into the or have you told?
Yeah, we've been through the setup. We fixed it up, I think. So we've probably gone through the whole setup phase, like new crew, these names. I'm the captain. Lock everyone else out of all the consoles.
Max hasn't yet screwed up your name yet. So
Yeah.
Captain Butthead. So the music is interrupted, and you hear, Captain Raygun, you're getting an incoming call from the station.
All right, on my way. And I'll go ahead, start heading up to the pilot's seat or wherever I need to take the call.
Yeah.
Or if I can take it at the console nearby or something.
Yeah, I'm sure there's either like a wall panel or a panel in one of the maybe you just finished repairing something and it just like flashes to life and yeah, it works. There's no more static around.
Yeah, and while he's walking up, he's probably squaring his shoulders, going, "Captain Raygun, yeah, I like the sound of that. Everything's going great, and nothing can ruin today."
Oh boy.
So you hear a dial tone, and it's like, whenever you're ready, you can answer. Hit the red button.
Main screen turn on.
No, not that red button.
The red button.
Self-destruct in 5.
Oh no. But yeah, I go through the motions, press the button, and this is Jimmy.
This is the marshal's office on Novogard Station. Is this the commander of the Cataract?
That's right, Captain Jimmy Raygun, at your service.
Well, glad to get a hold of you. 2 crew members on Novogard Station?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
What's going on?
Do their names happen to be a... Right?
Yes.
So, by chance, are you related to a Max ray gun?
Unfortunately, son,
Ah,
what's
and
wrong? He's safe, right?
yeah, yes, he is. He is safe, but he seemed to have landed himself in a bit of trouble. Both him and your Conrad Smith, is that who's with your ship? Both of them are currently in custody. If you don't mind coming down to the station and talking to some of my men, that would really help everything out.
Yeah, at this point, Jimmy will just let out like a heavy sigh and, of course he's in trouble. I'm on my way. I'll be there as soon as I can walk there.
All right.
And I'll go ahead end the call. Then I'll go ahead and I'll turn to Xander and sigh. Well, turns out Max has got into trouble again. It only took about 20 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
All right. So is it just going to be Jimmy going to the marshal's office, or is Xander going to accompany him?
No, I'm gonna stay back and do my job.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, I would maybe appreciate if you could do the job they could and actually get a good pricing uh, on some materials while we're still here. We still got to fix that reactor leak. We got to get enough patch material somehow. So do some magic while you're there. I'll lock down the ship on our way out, and I'll deal with this.
All right. Like I said, I'm just doing my job.
All
All
right.
right. So we'll leave. I'll go ahead and lock down the ship on my way out, and head on down to the marshal's office.
So as you leave the airlock, you see like there's a little bit of trouble getting the airlock open, and as you do, you see there's a technician working on the airlock entry pad on the other side, and there's actually a security guard waiting at the airlock access for you at the cargo handling module. Jimmy Reagan,
That's me. This is Jimmy.
if you don't mind coming with me.
Of course. And
Hey.
I'll go ahead and follow them. And I'm probably like giving a turn back around to like the airlock pad. I'm just like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, there's like you see there's shot scoring on the walls, and there's like broken pottery and the damaged generic paintings that they have on the wall.
Yeah.
It looks like something crazy happened here. There's even like spots of blood they're still in the process of cleaning up.
They shot the portrait of Lenin. No.
So he escorts you to the elevator where he uses his security badge to get down.
Mhm.
And he escorts you to the marshal's office. You don't see any of them on the way in to the office as opposed to through the cells. The officer makes you wait for just a second and then introduces you to Mr. Jonathan Otaka, who is the head marshal. It's a
Mr.
pleasure to
Otaka,
meet
sir.
you. Yes, he's a man in his kind of late 40s. He's a little bit graying, a salt and pepper beard.
Mm-hmm.
You must be the captain of the Cataract. Well, I have unfortunate news.
Oh, wish we could have met under less fortunate circumstances. So what'd Max get up to here?
So do I. Well, it seems like your ship that you've purchased might be a little bit cursed. The first crew ended up in the cells as well. It seems like your crew, including, I believe, Max is your son.
Yep, that's the case.
Your crew not only attempted to rob the cargo hold of incredibly valuable equipment, but also pulled out a gun and shot at my station. It's
Why the hell would
It's
they
just
do
lucky.
something like that?
I don't know. It's just lucky he was just using a service pistol and was firing at interior walls. If he had hit the wrong wall, that could have been a completely different talk we're having today.
Could be. Well, at least most stations are supposed to resist micrometeor impacts anyway, so a bullet's not that much different. But good that there's no lasting damage. I don't think I'd feel well if anything happened to the whole station at once.
Yes. However, there's a problem. There's the problem of their what to do with it. Our son and Conrad have broken numerous rules on this station, and I just don't see a way of releasing them without some sort of punishment. And with such a severe crime, my hands are almost tied. I have no choice but to try to send them to a penal colony.
Ah. Well, I really don't want to end up operating a ship just all by my lonesome. I gotta get it back over to the colony. But I can't possibly spare to spend months out here going through any kind of legal trouble. If there's any kind of string you could pull, just ban them from the station. I'll lock them up on my ship, and I'll make sure they'll never go to space again. Afraid there's not a whole lot I can offer you. I'm almost halfway stuck here right now.
Mm. And your son has gotten in a sticky situation, but I mean, attempting to steal from the station and shooting it up, and have you heard the whole story? He picked up the gun himself and threatened my officers.
Oh
He
no!
himself he tried to shoot himself. He threatened to shoot himself. It's lucky you're.
Oh no!
You're a
He's
man.
doing that again too.
Again.
Oh, oh! I thought I taught him better than that.
I might be able to part to let your son go on some. They will both get records, of course. I do not think there's anything I can do about Colin. With what he's done, my hands are tied. He will have to go to a penal colony. But with your son, given his age, we'll have to slap. You will get a record within the UPP, and we'll have to slap a heavy fine on you.
Not the first record he's had, but I at least live with a fine if I can pay it off. Don't suppose there's any way they could at least serve time over on our colony. If Connor can at least put in some hard work over there, at least then we're not losing too much.
Where's your colony?
I'll go ahead and tell him the space coordinates for it. It's like X31793, or actually just give him the planet designation, which was Capo KPO 2. Colony C424.
So he fiddles around. He takes down the info and enters it into the computer, and he sees a readout of where your colony is. Unfortunately, with your colony being outside of UPP space, we will have no idea of if he can, or if he's even being properly contained and following the rules there. If this probation, if we allow a probationary period, we will have to stay within the bounds of recognized UPP space until his time is served and the entire fine's been paid off. Of course, we will have to attach a tracking device to your ship.
I see. I don't quite like the idea of that either, but if that's just the way it's got to be. And just to make sure that I heard it right, he's saying that Conrad is going to be on a probationary period, and we can't leave UPE space.
Conrad will have to go to a penal colony, but with Max, we can do a probationary period.
Okay.
Yes. You are more than welcome to talk to them both and You don't have to choose this, but your options are this probationary period and a heavy fine, or he will accompany Conrad. There are juvenile facilities at at some of these penal colonies, so which I hear are absolutely delightful and great for a child's development, especially a troubled child like yours.
Yeah, he's a
It
little
gives
bit
him
of a
good
free
discipline.
spirit, ain't he? How long would this probationary period be anyway? Before I have to confront him over it.
Let's see. Looks like it would be a fine of 100,000 and 2 years of probationary service or probationary time. Now
Yeah.
you realize he was involved in an armed robbery of a station.
Oh no, I entirely understand. I don't
Good,
think that's
good.
absurd right here. I'm more concerned about how I'm even going to get the ship back here if I can't leave UP space with them. Which ultimately means I might have to just fly it back on my own. Ah, God damn it! And Jimmy Reagan just face palms again. Ah.
It can be hard. I
Ah.
mean, my children have had some problems, although nothing nearly as severe as this. I'll admit.
Well, I guess I ought to go ahead and give a talk to him first and see how we can play all this out.
All right, I'll let you speak to them both. I'll allow that. He gets up and takes you around to the cells where he lets you in to talk to them. They're not secured. Well, yeah, they're not secured at all. But you see, Max is in probably pretty bad, or not Max. Conrad's in a pretty bad state. You see, he's got. He's probably scraped and cut up, and looks like his foot's all completely black. Looks like his shoe got shot.
What happened to you, Conrad?
We were
Telling
trying
me.
to.
Trying to start a
Yeah.
shootout?
Well, it just seemed like at the moment, like the best
What
way.
kind of goddamn idiot decides that the first thing that they want to do is pull out a gun at a goddamn space station and start shooting? You didn't even make it to the airlock. God damn, what kind of plan was that? I leave you in charge for 5 seconds. I told you to get a price check, and this is what happens?
Correction, we made it very close to the airlock.
Yeah, I saw the damage. You nearly broke it and kept it from opening. You know there's such thing as fail-safe, right? Normally, you want to keep the air inside of the space station, you know, where people breathe. So they're not going to fail and then open right up.
You've got a good son, though.
That's debatable right now, and I'm going to get to you next, Max. But I expected better out of you, Conrad.
Sorry, just drink a little bit
at least
too
a
much.
little bit of professionalism. But just so you know what they told me, he said there's not really much more they can do other than send you straight to a penal colony.
It's gonna suck being alone.
Now I might be able to number for a UPE lawyer, but best of luck, Conrad.
Wow. Thank you, though. I appreciate all that you've done anyways, I guess. Someone bring me a beer.
And then I'll take like a step over to the left, you know, towards where Max is, and I'll just shake my head and go, Max.
Wait, did you just ask for a beer in a cell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Conrad's of fine taste.
Max. It's time too, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
name's,
I'm talking to you, Max.
my name's Marty now.
What is today, Marty, huh? Well, Marty, what kind of genius plan did you have in mind? Putting the gun up to your head.
I don't know. I'm just living the moment, man.
A little too much in the moment. I really thought you'd do a little bit better than that, Max. But like Conrad, they're gonna end up sending you to a penal colony. I could put you on a probationary period, but we wouldn't be able to leave UP space. We don't got that kind of living situation right now.
That's bullshit. They don't send kids to penal colonies. You ever heard of that?
They said.
They're
They've
lying
got
to
a
you.
juvenile center. It's on the moon.
Ain't some
It's a
so
small penal colony.
We don't get to go together.
it probably ain't some Soviet era winter death camp or nothing, but it's still gonna be another juvie center, Max. You know that, right?
Remind me, what year is it in game again? One more time for me.
Yeah, so I'm referencing like 200-300 years in the past here.
Yeah. Someone just know how incredibly out of date your old man references are.
It's
You know,
2183.
they're communists, this is communism, whatever, you know, same difference. I'm not here for a history lesson, Max. I'm here to tell you, how do you feel about your actions right now?
You both are starting to come in really jerky.
Oh, oops.
I don't know.
Well, that's amazing. I do like that my fallback guy is also coming in jerky.
Yeah, and so are you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I don't know what I'll
I
do.
expected you.
I can set the house on fire for you. I don't know what you want me to do.
I'll give that just half a moment to settle then. It's okay, Max. You can quit bouncing around the cell. Ah. So is it just they to come in and shop for you, or was I too?
You too.
Oh dear, I don't even know what
Yeah,
that's about then.
Man, the internet these days. Am I right?
Your Discord.
Are we coming in choppy at all?
You're actually
Cody?
coming in perfectly clearly for me. I'm not getting anything wrong over
That's
my
right.
end.
We're perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
After you've had your talk with
Yeah.
with your
Oh,
son and
I still
your
just wanted to finish off
comrade.
the talk still,
Oh,
unfortunately.
you still got more. You got more to talk. Okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
I still wanted to hear what Max wanted to say to me. So I'll go ahead and say it again, Theta. I'm just looking at Max going, I only got one thing to ask you, son. How do you feel about your actions right
My
now?
dad is a robot.
You know, I'm keep following
That's his
orders.
response.
That's good.
What is that? Is that Max's full response then?
I mean, I'm probably not responding. I'll probably just, leg up on the bench or whatever I'm sitting on, pushed against the corner, head down. Just, when has talking to you ever helped?
I'll be back for you later, Max. And I'll go ahead and step away. So,
Okay.
Eli.
They shut you back in the or they shut the cell door, letting you out as well.
Mhm.
You're back with Jonathan, who was waiting outside for you. Well, I'll give you a little bit of time to think it over and reach out to your colony if you need to, or talk to your other crew members. But allowing for, and I think it takes a day. It would probably take a day or two for word to reach back to the colony. So he's
Right, it's
I'll,
going to take some time to go ahead and ship back anyway, too.
yeah, and I think I can't remember off the top of my head how long it takes for travel, but it'd probably be with one parsec. It's probably about maybe a day or two. So he
Right.
said, well, I'll give you 4 days. You can contact your colony, as you all are colonists there. And we'll hold on to them in the cell until then. If I don't hear back from you in 4 days, then
Got it. I'll go ahead and get their messages and send them out with mine too.
All right.
And I'll see if I can think of any kind of good solution to all this in the meanwhile.
Yeah, if they need to send messages, you can. I guess I didn't mention that when you were speaking to them in the spell. You go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll go back real quick and I'll look at Max. I'll sigh. He doesn't need to send anything back. I'm his father. I'll send a message. I'll ask Conrad. Is there any message that you want to send back to the colony? I'll go ahead and write it down here, and I'll send it with mine.
Again.
Season.
Season.
Seegson.
So yeah, Conrad he's like, can you call them and let them know, I'm sorry. I understand my job's at stake, and could you also call my ex-wife and tell her that she sucks?
Ex-wife, call the company, tell them you're taking sick leave. Got it.
Thank you.
And I'll go ahead, head back to the ship, and I'm gonna go ahead, start writing up a little report to send back to the colony, and see maybe what they respond with. I'll probably go ahead and say like, we're at the ship's in reasonably good condition. There's reactor leak. I could definitely fly it back home. But of course, I'll tell them about we have 2 people who are going to be in prison for some time. I won't be able to leave space if I take Max out on a probationary period. That would be a 2-year timeline. If the colony can stand not having their ship for another 2 years, maybe. That's the sort of message I'll go ahead and send out to them, and I'll see how the colony leadership ends up replying. And
So you send off that in the void.
yeah, and I'll look to Xander real quick too and go, hey Xander, you got anything else to add here?
Nope.
All right. And Xander says save him a drink for when he gets back. Got it.
So, what are you guys going to do in the meantime? Like within these next 4 days, while you're kind of waiting for this response back from the colony? What's your plan? Because you've repaired your ship as much as repairs
as much as
go.
I feasibly can for
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
At least mechanically. So like, I mean, you could always take time and clean it up and just make sure.
Maybe I'll ask,
Clean.
like, I'll go to the Colonial Marshal and ask if he could release Max for a little while so I could personally punish him by having him clean the ship for me. I'll let the security guards keep a watch on
They're okay with that. They'll send 2 security guards to watch him and as he to scrub the decks of your ship.
Yeah, clean the garbage out of that corner. I shoved a lot of it over there earlier while working.
He maybe even he chuckles about that too. He was the one who had to repossess the vehicle, so he saw how kind of gross it was inside that ship. So
Yeah. And that'll give me time to go ahead and try to see if I can also maybe figure out more information about the cargo I have. They have their cargo shipping data. They're supposed to go to someone. What would I need to do to look up the information on like that contract, contact the person it's supposed to go to, see if maybe there's some reward for fulfilling the contract given the crew's untimely demise?
you can. Let's see. What skill would you believe applicable?
Question. If it involves a lot of looking through records, maybe contact.
That is what I was thinking.
Because I'm not like negotiating a treaty here with manipulation or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be a comm tech check as you're searching through the station's records for information.
Okay. So I should have 5 dice to that. I don't think I have any device that really gives me a bonus to that.
I can help you.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and help me, and that just gives me 1, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. I'll go ahead and take that. Yeah, you're freed up because you don't have to clean the ship now. So here we go. 6 dice, and that's 3 successes. I don't know if
You-
that changes much, but there it is.
Yeah, in this case, none of the stunts really. Well, I mean, you could use these stunts to hide your tracks essentially.
Right, I'm not here like necessarily hide my tracks as much as I might like dive deeper for more information.
Yeah, get the dirty stuff.
Okay. So you get the manifest information and you start kind of backtracking it. The one thing you notice is your cargo. The cargo asks for. I'll just say that there seems to be more cargo than what the shipping label actually says. Like you see on like if you just did a quick scan of the first page, it appears that you have enough. Like there's 50 units, and the shipping label says 50 units. But as soon as you start like digging past the first page, the cargo actually says 47.
Interesting.
The shipping, the person like you find a company that is, I think it's End Space Shipping, but it seems to be some sort of shell corporation ran by a man named Nicosia. It seems destined for it. It all says it's textiles, like just basic kind of clothing, blankets, like low grade textiles, nothing fancy like silks or ball gowns or anything like that. It seems destined for a nearby star, only about a parsec away, called Rousian 2.
Yeah, I think that's the one we learned last time.
Yep. Yeah, Rousian 2. And that's the information you find.
So that's interesting. So 7, they must have picked up 3 more crates here of something. I wonder what those somethings are.
And so, I mean, you're doing a lot of work on the station to do this context stuff, and you're maybe like you're kind of like puzzling. You're thinking about this problem, and you hear a voice. Is this seat taken?
No, go right ahead.
And a slightly older man sits down. He's got a kind of a mustache that's styled and even a cowboy hat, which looks a little strange.
You know, he's a space cowboy. He space wrangles.
He's a space cowboy. So I reckon I heard you're the new captain of the Cataract there.
Yep, that's me, Captain Raygun.
That's great. That's great. And I heard you got your crew in a little bit of a pickle now.
Or that's getting around, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it has. Well, it's hard not to hear when there's gunfire in the station.
I imagine the whole station probably heard that part.
Yes, indeed. Now, I do believe you have a little bit of cargo in your ship as well.
Yep, a whole bunch of textiles.
Yeah,
I think it says like mostly like what is this? Cotton, nylon?
Textiles.
Yeah, I mean, but they're specific. I've been going over the list all day.
So he says textiles. Now that's not just me.
Yeah.
He goes, yes. Now I know that because you happen to be looking at the owner of that cargo there.
Oh, it's you. Very interesting.
Indeed, I came as soon as I heard that that foolish crew got their ship repossessed, and now I came out of here hoping that whatever crew took possession of that ship would use the kindness of their hearts to help me out with that cargo still needs to be delivered.
Well, hopefully there's a good payment involved for it. You might actually be just the man I'm looking for, because if you could name a good price for it, I might actually go through with the delivery.
Well, I was thinking, now, I know some folks, and I think I can help you if you help me. Now, see,
Well, I'm listening.
I happen to know the Martians. he's a good comrade of mine, and I might be able to pull some strings to get your crew on penal duty working on your ship. I just have to file some paperwork designating your ship as a prison transport, and I mean those details don't have to concern you, but they can get on their work duty on your ship, and you can deliver my cargo for me.
Well, that's mighty nice. What kind of person are you that has that kind of power, though? Just
I'm merely just a merchant, shipping
Just a humble
textiles
businessman.
across. Just a humble businessman trying to.
You're moving. It works.
Oh, so
Everyone else completely froze.
no. I could see you
About to
moving.
disconnect.
I can see you moving, and I can see Cody moving. But the way that Cody wasn't saying anything, and you put your head thing up, so it was like, oh, they must be listening to Eli. The problem is me.
Okay. So now we've narrowed it down. It is just their house that dropped, not mine. Good. Okay.
Well,
Now I understand.
I've been
I was-
working on this problem, my own internet problem, this whole time. So when somebody
Yeah.
else is experiencing an internet problem, I'm like, well, fuck, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to figure out what kind of humble businessman this is once I get to reconnect. So this might be a short little break.
Oh, it's interesting that she drops before he does.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, I'll get myself some water real quick, so I'll be right back.
I do declare that we accidentally overcharged our breaker and our computers shut down.
No. I thought for a second you were completing a sentence you had started. I was like, hold on.
Nope. So, yeah, right now I'm on my phone while we turn our computers back on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we were all super confused because apparently Griff didn't know that other people were moving. And while I've been trying to deal with my own computer issues, I couldn't tell if the problem was me or not. Everyone else is moving and they put their head thing up and it's like, oh, they're listening to Eli. I just can't hear him. That's unfortunate. I better not interrupt him.
And the worst part is that our internet died because our internet was plugged into the same old cord.
Oof.
You guys go in and out. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
There we
I
go
missed it
again.
if you said if you knew what specifically may have happened other than just everything dropped.
Yeah, I mean, it just we didn't have anything more than usual plugged in, so I don't know what actually happened.
Yeah, just mysterious outage.
Yeah, it was just
The
a
worst kind.
mysterious outage because we usually have both our computers and the router plugged in here, and that's what we had, and then it just died.
I think that's a brownout.
Just a little brownout.
Yeah, just gotta reset the router, see if it works, and hopefully we'll get this back on the road.
God, I'm starting to think that it's the stream that's cursed, because we never had any other problems, and then we started this aliens game.
I think it is. I think it's literally this. You've cursed us. You've cursed us all, Eli.
Cursed ships, cursed streams, no escape.
Everything was fine up until we started running Alien the RPG. Look how many episodes of Hackmaster we got out without one problem.
Right?
Yeah.
But now suddenly my internet's shit every time we go to start playing. Twitch is telling me that I have unstable. I get like 30 seconds of stable connection to Twitch, and then jitters all over the place.
Oh. Yeah.
I
This
I
is
was
just
reaching
exciting.
down while you were doing your Texan salesman thing. It's like, oh, my router's a little bit warm. I don't know. I'll just turn a fan on it. I'm just literally I'm trying everything.
The best thing about my southern accent is that Isadora actually lived in Georgia and Savannah for a while. So as soon as I turned it on, I could see her just smiling.
I mean, I'm in South
I had
Carolina,
a
so it's literally the accent.
I also spent a decent amount of time in Halifax. So
yeah.
I think it's North Carolina though.
I know a player in another game who was doing a really heavy southern drawl for like a halfling detective character for a bit, and he basically lives in Georgia, so he basically just gets to break loose. Meanwhile, like I live in Texas, but like I just have my own personal weird accent, so it's hard to really pin me down. Hey, camera video.
I mean, it's just on my phone. I figured
Yeah.
while we're doing it, how do I switch around my camera to the other side? Oh, there we go. Here's my cat. Just a little bit of fun.
Just dead on the floor.
He's-
Alright, we have lights on the internet. Sort of.
Wow, this is the calmest he's ever been. Usually he gets like stressed out when you pet him, and then he'll start getting feisty. Oh, yes.
Yeah, happy kitty. Uh,
Alright, it's up.
Oh, internet's back up. All right, we're back in business.
so we should get this up and running real soon.
It's like the energy company or something.
Nope. Yeah. Oh. Worried it was something bigger because we've never had anything die like that. So I was worried. Yeah, like is it a energy company or shoot? I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Is that what you call the place where you're sending all your bills? The energy company?
Laptop, so.
Sorry, say that again. We didn't. I mean, I didn't hear that. She doesn't have her headset on yet.
No, it's fine. I'm
He
working on
was just
my
making a
problems.
joke. That's
Oh,
all.
good. Oh, good. That's what I thought. I mean, I felt like I should have ignored it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As I typically do.
But yeah, I guess also while we're still setting up, I definitely appreciate the interjection of this character to solve this problem. It's like I could either listen to what this guy has to say about solving our problems, or I could work on $200,000 and getting that.
It was originally he was just going to be injected to just to get the shipment done, anyways. But
Right, and now he's been accelerated in power just to make it so that he can. Yeah.
now he's got extra power, so he'll need favors.
Yeah.
from
Now we
you as well.
got hooks in the free spirits of the party.
Yeah. How's your laptop connection?
It's trying. That door.
No.
I'm just in like my prime positioning. Don't want to move.
Perfectly comfy. Time to never move again.
Yeah.
Discord is giving me all kinds of heck right now.
In other good news, I started my last class of my master's degree on
Heck yeah.
Monday. And that's what I had before this. And it is going to be a very easy A. It's a studies and combinatorics class. The first class we had on Monday was 11 minutes. 15. 11, and it was only extended 4 minutes because one person had a question. I think it was, but he was like, it's 100% participation. Maybe you have to give a presentation. And, basically it's just you read a chapter, we discuss it.
And we all know just how awful you are at presenting things. It must be so anxiety-inducing to go up in front of people and talk to them.
Stresses me half to death.
Oh, please. All right.
Okay, there we go. So at least got the spot on, and I'll just wait for a signal from Theta.
For what?
I think going online is going to be...
If we're going online, getting us started again.
We're recording. Everything's being recorded. This is just all shit I'm gonna have to edit out.
New take. Boop. Eli, we last left off with you saying you're some kind of businessman. What kind of businessman can do that kind of stuff?
My southern draw must have crashed the stream. Now, I merely have connections across the stars. It takes more than just one person to buy textiles and go from place to place. And a person with my kind of textile connections just knows a person, knows a thing or two about a thing or two. This marshal here, he likes business too. And if my business keeps coming through Novigrad Station, then, well, that helps everybody.
Yeah, of course. Lifeblood of the whole station.
Indeed.
I think that's what they call the capitalist line, but I'm sure there's plenty of truth to it.
Now, I'm sure you've seen the manifest. I just need these textiles taken from, I guess here, to Rosian 2, and dropped off at the spaceport down there. And considering the situation we're in, I need just a little bit of assistance in transporting some of them items on planet to several of my distributors.
Right. So Jimmy just puts his hand on his chin. He's stroking his scruff, and he's thinking. So we're looking at ship gets designated prisoner transport.
Yeah.
These two get to work on it, and as long as they don't cause too much trouble, no one should look into it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
We should be able to leave UP space freely too, yeah?
Well, that is a little bit of a pickle. Now, when you get designated a UPP ship, a transport vessel, they will have to put a identification, a modification to your ICC transporter transmitter device.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. So outside again, the ICC transmitter is like what you when you see another ship, you transmit codes to each other automatically.
Yeah. Hey, this is what I am. Hi, how you doing?
Exactly.
Friend or foe?
Now your ICC transmitter will now give your details as a UPP vessel. Unfortunately, if you do get discovered by a UPP vessel, that is a military vessel of some kind, if you are discovered outside of UPP space with prisoners, then they might assume you are on a prison break. So I will warn you of that. But they don't necessarily track your ship's whereabouts. But if you are caught, then, well, I can't promise any aid in that assistance.
Right, I see. Well, given what we're already going to be doing, I imagine we probably want to steer away from them anyway. Isn't that right?
Well,
Because this is a
whatever you
lot to go
mean.
through for just some textiles.
Oh, well, my reputation is what matters here. And if these textiles don't reach Rawlsian 2, well, that would be devastating for my reputation.
Oh, absolutely. But, it does all sound sketchy, but I've already been pushed into a corner by circumstance, so you got me by the balls already, friend. But but I could do a simple shipping mission. That ain't no problem at all, and as long as we don't encounter any trouble, everything should go just fine.
And
I just got
if you don't
I just
mind too, I would love a ride to Rawlsian 2. You could take me to the spaceport there. I've got another ship set to pick me up there, but that would just aid me as well.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I'll throw you into cryopod like everyone else. No trouble at all. I only got one thing on my mind. We do got a bit of a reactor leak. Quite enough to fix it right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't really. Is the reactor leak going to be an issue in getting to Rawlsian 2?
Not so much getting there, no.
Oh, right.
But it could propose a long-term danger to crew in the end. You know, radiation.
Well, sounds good to me. I can't wait to work with you folks.
Well, now I'm not just mentioning that as a disclaimer of risk, which I'm sure you're more than willing to accept. Now I'm interested in getting it repaired. You know.
Oh man! Oh great! That's good for you. Yeah,
Now, so
the
far,
welfare of your crew is important.
Yes, and so far I've gotten some pretty high estimates on it. Now, if I could just get some guarantee from you to get us what we need to patch it up, then I would have absolutely no worries at all going through on just a simple delivery mission. And I know I can definitely guarantee it that we'll deliver at least 3 fine crates of textiles there. They won't even be opened either.
Interesting.
Because I know just how important this is to your business.
All right. In this case, we will deal with seems like it's going to be an opposed manipulation check.
Yeah, this is definitely manipulation right here. So let's see. So I have 0 in it, but I do have 3 empathy, so that's at least something. I'm not stupid, so let's give it a go. Now I guess the only thing I could ask for is circumstantial modifiers. I've demonstrated I've done my homework. And that I know very much how important this mission is to him. Because he is undoubtedly holding some kind of contraband there.
That is most likely what he has.
So would that qualify for a circumstantial bonus of some kind?
I'll give you a +1.
I'll take it. So that's going to be 4 dice. There's reasonable odds on this, but nothing.
All right, here is Captain Nicosia's manipulation roll.
All right, you did it.
By default.
What is going on?
I'm just going to wait for you to like pop it up, and it's actually 20 dice. It's like,